Today we're going to explore a key idea that can completely change how you create attraction, especially over time. And here's the interesting part. It's not about money, looks, or the typical pickup lines you see all over the internet. The truth is, there are two simple words that connect on a much deeper level. They trigger something in the female mind that many men don't even realize exists, an authentic emotional connection. In this video, I'm going to show you what those words are and why they work. But there's also an important nuance that most people overlook, and that small detail is what separates someone who is easily forgotten from someone who leaves a lasting impression. Stay until the end, because this perspective can completely shift the way you communicate. Before we continue, a quick favor. If you find this helpful, support it with a like or by subscribing. It takes just a second and helps more people discover this kind of content. And also, let me know, what city are you watching from? It's always interesting to see where everyone is tuning in from. Now, something important. After years of observing interactions between men and women, one pattern becomes very clear. The men who create the most attraction are not necessarily the best looking or the most financially successful. What really sets them apart is something much simpler, the way they communicate on an emotional level. While many men stay stuck in surface-level conversations, trying to impress or avoid mistakes, others do something different. They use specific words that act as emotional triggers when used correctly. These words create what you could call a deep and positive connection in the subconscious. Let's get into it. The first word is I want. It may sound basic, but its impact is powerful when used the right way. When someone clearly says, I want, they are showing something essential, ownership of their desires. They're not asking for permission or testing the waters. They're being direct. And here's the key. Confidence in what you want is attractive because it shows direction. It tells the other person that you can make decisions and that you don't place that responsibility on them. Compare this. I don't know. Maybe we could hang out sometime if you'd like. Versus, I want to take you out to dinner on Saturday. I have a place in mind. The difference is obvious. In the second example, you're not seeking validation. You're making a clear proposal. You're expressing intention. It's not about being pushy. It's about being firm and straightforward about what you want. That creates a different dynamic, more defined, more confident, and more attractive. The second phrase is, I appreciate you. This is where things gain real depth. If you only express what you want, you might come across as self-focused, but when you combine it with genuine appreciation, everything changes. For example, I want to see you again because I appreciate the way you think. Now the message is no longer just about intention, it becomes connection. You're showing interest, but also recognizing something beyond the surface. And that's what makes the difference. Most people stick to physical compliments or generic remarks. But when someone feels truly seen on a more personal level, the entire interaction shifts. There's also an important nuance here. You're not acting out of need, but from choice. And that energy is noticeable. Now, here's the key point. Consistency. There's something that can completely ruin the effect of all this. Lack of alignment. Consistency means that what you say matches how you say it. Your posture, your tone, and your words all need to move in the same direction. You can say, I want to take you out. But if your body language shows hesitation, the message becomes contradictory, and people notice that instantly. Communication isn't just verbal. A large part of its impact comes from non-verbal cues. So when you express intention, do it clearly. Keep an open posture, maintain eye contact, and speak with a steady voice. And when you show appreciation, slow down a bit. Let the sincerity come through. That's when everything aligns. When your words and your presence match, your message becomes believable, and that's what truly creates impact. Timing also matters. Another crucial factor is knowing when to use these words. It's not about repeating, I want and I appreciate you like a script. If you use them without natural flow, they lose all effectiveness. The key is to use them in the right moments, when you genuinely want to express intention or create a memorable connection. For example, after a moment where the interaction felt good, You could calmly say something like, "I want to do this again. I really like your energy." A phrase like that, at the right time, leaves an impression. Because it's not just about what you say, it's about when you say it. That's how an emotional experience is created, one that can stay in her mind. To wrap it up, if you want to keep exploring ideas like this, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications. The goal here is to share content that helps you communicate better and understand these dynamics more clearly. Now you have the tools. Use them with awareness and from a genuine place. It's not about acting or pretending. It's about expressing yourself authentically. You don't need to be perfect to make an impact.